Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. Just got back from my walk and nice, man, it's nice out there. 64 degrees right now. Um, I got my fan on in here because I'm a little overheated. Took a shower, but I'm still hot for some reason. Anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. So, matter of fact, if you stay to the end of this video, there's a giveaway associated with this video. But you got to stick around. Anyway, and you also have to be a subscriber of mine, and you have to live in the United States. I'm sorry, I just cannot afford to ship outside of the United States. I'm on a budget. Anyway, hey, thanks again. We're going to talk today about Hamilton book movies to be precise, aka soon to be at Dollar Tree. Yes, that's the way it turns out most times. These things are most of them pretty bad. So anyway, here we go. Let me let you check it out. They might see something you like. Most of these are still on Hamilton book as of yesterday, from what I remember. So yeah, let's do it. First one, I think this one has already been at Dollar Tree, but I didn't pick it up. So um, anyway, kind of a weird looking thing. There you go. It's called Pandemonium. Pandemonium. You see why it's called that, right? Dude's got a big old panda head on his as a costume there. Anyway, Pandemonium is not rated. 86 minutes, 2020. It's a comedy horror. It gets terrible reviews, so it's probably not very good. Maybe it's one of those so bad it's good. We'll see. What's it say? It says the guys on level 6 like to work hard and party harder. That means the best champagne, the finest drugs, and hottest women money can buy. Unfortunately for them, the strippers they've just hired have come with an unwanted guest, Jacob Jacushi, the infamous stripper ripper. Okay. With an oversized panda mask and a taste for exotic dancers, Jacob has these girls in his sights, and he'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. It's now strippers versus panda-headed serial killer as they fight to survive the office party from hell. Let me know down below if you guys picked this up at Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in somebody's video. Let me know. Next up, one of these wild-eye, raw, and extremes. It's the season of death, called Harvest of Horrors. Harvest of Horrors. This is unrated. Harvest of Horrors is not rated. 70 minutes long, 2020 horror. Actually gets middle of the road reviews. Also, another reason I got this, and interesting as it is, how many of you guys know Sean C. Phillips? That's right, Sean C. Phillips is a radio broadcaster in this flick. Yeah, I like Sean. I'm trying to get most of his stuff, but do you know that he has over 250 acting credits on IMDb? Man is busy. Very busy. So Sean C. Phillips in Harvest of Horrors. A young couple out for a drive in the country have their car break down in the middle of nowhere. As they wait for help, they pass the time telling each other gruesome and gore-soaked stories of killer ghost clowns, sex-starved vampires, backwoods degenerates, and more to keep themselves entertained. Harvest of Horrors with Sean C. Phillips. Next up, Innocence Dies, They Don't. Sounds like vampires. I like vampire movies, so I picked up Blood Immortal. Blood Immortal is not rated. 104 minutes from 2019. It's a horror flick as a vampire flick. The vampire genre gets transcended and elevated in this intimate and equally thrilling saga with 3 stories that unfold in interlocking episodes. So it's an anthology, I guess. Blood Immortal explores the desperation and desires that unsettle the lives of its immortal vampire characters. A vicious land speculator, Mr. Duncan, subdues an offer to a dying widow and mother, Josephine, that resorts to vicious coercion. Only for centuries later, Josephine, now herself feuding for her daughter's survival. Man, this writing is terrible, and I'm reading it correctly. After she drinks tainted blood, and a lonely economics professor forms an unlikely bond with one of her students, what happens to secretly be a who happens to be secretly be a vampire. Man, I can't read, and it's written terribly. Blood Immortal. Vampire. I like the vampire stuff. Another Wild Eye, raw and extreme. This one looks gross. Infers. Look at that. Oy. Infers. Infers is not rated. Not very long either. 61 minutes and from 2016. So much it hurts. Earl awakes from a normal day, but not for long, as his simple life is shattered into a million pieces. On the news, reports of a bad batch of heroin is sending the users on a bad trip. One more dose of heroin sends Earl down a path of mental fragmentation and the destruction of those closest to him. As he enters a brutal parallel universe of suffering and death, the dead taunt him. Insanity and violence rule the streets. But all Earl wants to do is find his fiancée and crawl back into his boring life. A psychedelic head trip into a reality of drugs and madness. Whoa. There you go. Infers. Next up, a little triple feature action. I like 2 of the people in in each of these movies. The first one is XIII or 13. XIII 13, The Conspiracy. It's 180 minutes long, 2008. It's a TV miniseries. It actually gets pretty good reviews. It's got Val Kilmer in it, as you can see. And then the next one is JCVD. That stands for Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, Jean-Claude is 97 minutes long, 2008. It actually gets pretty good reviews. I've never seen that. It's an action drama comedy. Basically, Jean-Claude is playing a fictionized version of himself, is what I'm getting. And the last one is Are You In or Out? Brotherhood. It's from 2010, gets pretty good reviews, and it's a crime thriller. Brotherhood says, in Brotherhood, Adam, a fraternity pledge, finds the initiation ritual of a convenience store robbery gone horribly wrong. With every move proving disastrous, he is forced to confront a new challenge and must take a stand. Sound like some pretty good thrillers there. I don't know. We'll check out old Jean-Claude too. Next up, Guy Pearce, Piper Perabo, and J.K. Simmons in First Snow. A lot of people back east getting their first snow of the season, I noticed this weekend. This is R-rated, 102 minutes long, and from 2006. It's a drama thriller. Gets pretty good reviews. Put out by MVD Visual. Guy Pearce, Piper Perabo, and J.K. Simmons star in this intriguing thriller about a man whose life spins out of control after a psychic tells him his days are numbered. After his car breaks down in a desolate town, a slick salesman, Jimmy Starks, visits a fortune teller to kill some time. But the psychic's ominous reading sends Jimmy's life into a tailspin when he learns that his life will soon end, but he is safe, at least, until the first snow of the season. Now, with his ultimate fate looming nearer, Jimmy becomes obsessed with revisiting his past in hopes of changing his destiny before it's too late. First snow. Let me know if you've seen any of these down below. Let me know if you've seen any of them, what you thought. There's something waiting in the mountains at The Retreat. The Retreat. Not rated. 88 minutes from 2021 horror thriller. It's so-so reviews, evidently. Set in the Adirondack High Peaks. Adirondack. What did I say? Adirondack High Peaks of upstate New York. Two best friends, Gus and Adam, set out for a winter backpacking trip. After a horrifying encounter with a monster, love monsters, Gus finds himself alone and lost. Now he must fight for his life while keeping his grip on reality as he's tormented both physically and psychologically by the evil Native American legend, the Wendigo. Okay, creature feature. Let's go. Creature features, I love them. And let's see. Once you see them, there's no turning back. Something called Captured. This one is probably crap. We shall see. 70 minutes long from 2019. Very small writing. Let's see. Jessica Johnson, a journalist, has just learned that her brother has died. Upon moving into his apartment to pick up his belongings, she notices an old camera. She has no idea about the secrets behind the camera left behind. It's only a matter of time before she begins to hear and see visions only behind the camera or whenever the camera is near. Is it real or is she hallucinating? Maverick. Well, nothing about this one. Probably not very good, but we'll see. And I'm dating myself here, but I love this series. Superman, the Ultimate Max Fleischer Cartoon Collection. Look at that. This was on Hamilton Book for very inexpensive. Probably still there. Superman is 150 minutes long, and this ran from 1941 to 1943. And it's not rated. I was not alive then, no, I'm not that old, but I do remember watching these when I was a kid. Up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Look, it's Superman. The 17 original animated Technicolor cartoons based on the comic book character, Superman, released by Paramount Pictures, were shown monthly at movie theaters from September 9th, 1941 to July 30th, 1943. Each cartoon is brimming with action and special effects, beautifully drawn and colored, braced with fabulous background paintings, and brought to life with realistic movement. The first Superman cartoon is considered by many to be a masterpiece of animation art. It was deservedly nominated for an Academy Award. These cartoons are seen as some of the finest and certainly the most lavishly budgeted animated cartoons produced during the golden age of Hollywood animation. Wow. I loved them. I did when I was a kid. Next up, Max Reload and the Nether Blasters. Never heard of this one. Never heard of this one. Not rated, 101 minutes from 2020. It's comedy sci-fi. Actually has Kevin Smith in it, evidently. We'll see. Nostalgic gamer movie is what this is billed as. When small-town video game store clerk Max Jenkins discovers and plays the only known copy of Nether Dungeon, the legendary lost installment of the Nether game series, he accidentally unleashes the ancient curse of the ages. turning friends and family into possessed ghouls hell-bent on destroying civilization. It's up to Max and his best friends, Reggie and Liz, along with the old-school gaming gurus Eugene Wilder, and Barton Grabowski, to figure out how to beat the dark forces of the Nether before it's game over for humanity. Featuring Kevin Smith, Lynn Shay, Martin Cove. Wow. Sounds interesting. We shall see. If you've seen this one, let me know down below. Next up. That's right. This one's definitely going to be, if it hasn't already been, at Dollar Tree. Possession with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Possession, PG-13, 85 minutes, from 2008. It's a drama horror. Sarah Michelle Gellar, of course, she was in Grunge and 1 and 2, and leads an all-star cast including Lee Pace and Michael Landis in this year's most mesmerizing thriller. Newlyweds Jess and Ryan seem to have it all until a car accident renders both Ryan and his brother, Roman, comatose. But things spin even more eerily out of control when Roman awakens and tries to convince Jess that he is her husband. Beside herself with fear and grief, Jess grapples with one question. Could the man before her actually be the man she lost? Or does something far more sinister await her in his arms? Weird concept. Let me know if you've seen that. All right. Who doesn't need one of these? An American Cannibal. That's right. American Cannibal is not rated, 79 minutes, from 2018. It's a TV movie. Doesn't get very good reviews. No kidding, right? Rebecca, Chelsea, and Ashley have just recently graduated high school and are enjoying the last days of their summer vacation. Since 2 of the girls plan on going away to college, this is their last night to spend time together and party. After sneaking out of their houses, the 3 girls start drinking and, while looking for trouble, decide to steal a car. When the car's security system kills the battery, the girls know the police will arrive soon. Panicked, they decide to see if they can hide out in the home of a local resident. Unfortunately, they chose the wrong person to ask for help. Whoa. A cannibal. Not nice. Not nice. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. First one is The Curse Runs Through Her Veins. The Heiress. The Heiress is not rated, 83 minutes, from 2021. And it gets middle-of-the-road reviews. Claire and Anna are devoted sisters who live together. Claire suffers from fits, and Anna cares for Claire between time at work and seeing her boyfriend. However, when Claire begins to see ghostly visions within the house, Anna has difficulty believing her. As the visions worsen, they test Claire's sanity, until one night she mistakenly attacks Anna, believing her to be one of the ghosts. Claire is hospitalized, but the visions continue to haunt her. But Claire was never the true target. The specters were after Anna and her unborn child all along. Now Claire must find out how to protect her sister while locked up in a secure psychiatric facility. I do love movies that take place in psychiatric facilities. Interesting. Let's see. And the last one from Hamilton Book this month, with Dominic Purcell as Escapee. Escapee is from 2011, 98 minutes, R-rated, horror thriller, and it's one of those probably so bad it's good. He can't be caged. While on an observational trip to a high-security prison for the criminally insane, young psychology student Abby Jones has a chilling encounter with psychotic serial killer Harmon Porter. Abby returns home that night to study with her 2 roommates, unaware of the dark forces she unleashed in Harmon. That evening, while a hurricane rages through town, Harmon slashes his way out of jail, leaving a brutal trail of bloody bodies in his quest to possess the body and soul of Abby Jones. Whoa. The Escapee. So, like I said before, let me know if you've seen any of those, and if you did, what you thought of them. And also, just remember, they're probably still available on Hamilton Book if you're interested. So, yes, it's that time. It's that time. I'm going to give away a couple scary movies. You have to be a subscriber. You have to live in the United States. Now these, I've given these away because I have them on Blu-ray, or as it 4K now. This is the DVD version, 8-movie collection of Friday the 13th. All the discs are in perfect condition. Friday the 13th, all 8 movies. It has been opened, and I watched all of them once, and then that was it. And next, The Walking Dead. The complete first season, also brand new. I mean, it's not sealed, but these discs are perfect. So if you're into The Walking Dead, this would be a good time to get the first season, if you don't already have it. And last, this is still sealed, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. The Birds. Let me know if you guys like these. Let's see, what are we going to do? Let's use the keyword birds. What do you say? Birds. So use that in the comments below, and you'll be entered into the contest. This is Monday, the 29th of November. Next Monday, we'll do a drawing and see who wins. So good luck. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That's right. Please subscribe. Help this old fart to get to 2,000 subscribers. So hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah, keep smiling, keep those positive attitudes about you, and until next time, peace.